Good afternoon, everybody. Um, we're going to talk today about some mental health, and we're going to do series on health. It's all about health, and mental is a big part of your health. You cannot neglect your mental health. And one thing when you look at the overall development of this country, the mental health of this country is terrible. Go back to the foundation of this country and when research the foundation of this country and how it was established, how the aboriginal inhabitants of this country got conquered and lied to. That's a mental psyche to this country. This country was established on mental incompetence. Let's talk manifest destiny of this country, how the Anglicans of this country said it was their God's destiny that they conquered westward, which was this land. And in the establishment of this land, there was a bunch of lies established. One lie was saying that people of my Aboriginal origin originated, by way of the Western African Atlantic slave trade, slave ships, and was brought here. That's a lie. And then you got other common lies like Santa Claus is going to bring you something, and January 1st is the new year. You have truths and you have absolute truths. And a true is, yes, this country celebrates January the 1st as the new year, but the January 1st is not the absolute new year for this planet. And the mental psyche of people and the kids right now is what I'm going to address, is based on the misinformation of these lies. Your mental controls your physical. Your mental controls your physical. And when your lifestyle and your truths are based on a lie, you live out that lie. You try your best to perfect and live out that lie. We losing generation of people, because of these lies. We losing people to mental health. Look at the stability of this country. This country's stability is only based on the people in the country. And this country has a high rate. You have people that are making laws, mandating laws that take pharmaceutical meds. That's not competent. That's incompetent. I don't care how much you know your profession or craft or something like that. When you have to resort to a pharmaceutical med to help you cope during the day, you're no better drug addict than the crackhead. When you go receive your meds, you go to a pharmacy, which is considered a drugstore. So research how many people, 1 in 10 people you're around that take some form of pharmaceutical med, then address the 1 in 10 people that you are around that take some form of psychotropic meds, that see a psychiatrist, and understand that's the harvest of the establishment of this country. Where this country is right now, where this country is right now is based on the seed that this country has planted. So don't be so superficial to understand that this country is just reaping its harvest, and its harvest is just actually starting. Anytime you come in and kill and slaughter and conquer people and lie about it, then you have a harvest to that. And here comes your harvest. The mental health of this country right now. This country is bloodthirsty. It's a bloodthirsty country. You take away hunting from this country, hunting animals from October to January is big hunt season. You tell these people that love to hunt that they can't draw blood between October and January. You can't kill nothing. You can't kill no animals. Nobody can die. This country will go absolute mad. It's a bloodthirsty country, but it's based on a bunch of fictitious lies. And in the black community, what's holding the black people bondage are the words African American and Christian. You know, our aboriginal pre-slave ancestors knew nothing of these words. Anytime you can spell a word using the 26 letters of the English alphabet, those are not original words like Christian, Hebrew, Israel. Those are letters of the 26 letters of the English alphabet, which means those letters hadn't been around that long. And a part of, like I said, the mental psyche of this country is based on the lies that this country is portraying in its culture. And in the culture is Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, Jesus, all these different characters of worship that people spend their hard-earned time going to work to earn money that they then turn around and spend on this pagan worship. Anytime you can eat animal flesh in a church, that's a satanic ritual, you know, because killing and slaughtering animals is not of a peaceful nature to this planet. Killing, slaughtering animals and call them food, that's what you would use the English letters to describe a satanic worship. You would go praise the high power to the planet who you call God. You would give God all praise, thank him for this, and then after your church service is over with, you will go eat slaughtered animals. What would you call it? You know, you would call your church service. You would go into your church service. We're talking about the mental health right now. We're not going to get into the physical health of the body until I can get 1,000 subscribers and go live. But we're talking about the mental health, and let's dissect the mental health of what I'm talking about right now. How you can go in church service and praise the word God, whom you say is the creator of human life in this planet, and give thanks. You give thanks. You thank God for everything about this planet, and you give praise. But you'll turn around right at the end of your church service and eat a animal that has been killed and slaughtered. That at the end of in Genesis, Noah, the account says that God gave them animals to eat, but that's contradictory to what God said in Genesis 1:29. You know, that's totally contradictory to what you say the new law is, because the principles of man's body didn't change. So in a lot of those allegorical biblical stories, it has the mental psyche of people all messed up. And until people realize that the biblical stories are only allegorical accounts, okay? The name of the Bible that you are researching is King James Version, Version. Understand what that word version means in the translated English context. Understand at the beginning of Genesis 2 where it says these are the accounts of the heavens and earth. Understand that word account is third person present, which means King James said, that John said, that Jesus said. All right? You have to understand the linguistics of words to understand the allegorical accounts of what's going on right now. And in black people, the reason I address this a lot, because that's the mental bondage. That's the conquering that happened around the 1700s when the proselytization took place with our people, trying to convert us from something into something, using an original Anglican language that was taken by the Romans and called the English language to conquer our brains, right? not the physical conquering, but the mental conquering. And our kids, you look at the kids in this country right now, we're losing our kids because we trying to proselytize something into our kids instead of allowing them to live a natural life. We try to make our kids be something instead of letting that natural person in them come out and developing them with who they are, allowing them to learn instead of trying to teach them. And we lose a lot of kids with the teaching process over the learning process. So I'm gonna address that issue right quick and I'm gonna close for today. But to accept everything in life that you was taught, to accept everything in life that you was taught, kills your ability to learn. Why do you say that? If you only accept in life what you was taught, anything that comes to you new that contradicts what you was taught, you're going to reject it. So you're not going to embellish that ability to learn because you have accepted everything you've been taught, and that's the final aspect in life to you. People use my mama, my dad, and my grandparents. They taught me this, so that's how it's gonna be. So now you've killed your ability to learn. Now we're gonna stop right here, and I'll be back. All right, peace.